We're back with more clips from OTAs, and we're going to be looking at the Tennessee Titans, and we're going to get our first look at Calvin Ridley. I got the clips from OTAs. We're going to go over his film from practice, but before we do, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're covering your favorite players from these practices, OTAs, training camps, mini camps, rookie camps, your favorite rookies, your favorite vets. They're right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. Calvin Ridley right here, over a minute of clips. We'll look at it once, then we'll look at it again and talk some ball on him and the team. But look at him sharply, crisply, break off that route, quick feet, working on some drills here. Again, it's practice, so you're going to see some practice stuff. Boom. Getting through the pads, ball coming his way. Quick off the release. Another quick cut right there. Ball hits his hands, sticky. Very sudden, very assertive. That's one thing I gained from that one, which I already knew, but we're doing commentary. I'm not seeing any drifting. Boom. Just sharp cuts. This is a huge addition because you got DeAndre Hopkins, you got Ridley. You got the other receivers. You got Tyler Boyd, too. Don't forget about Tyler Boyd in the slot. You got Will Levis coming up, too. Coming up the ranks. And this is a big get for them. The young quarterback. Just a veteran wide receiver who creates separation. And their quarterback loves to push it downfield. He's very aggressive. And you got a young, aggressive quarterback. The one thing you're going to need is a dependable wide receiver that can create separation to make things easy on him, so he does not make too many wrong decisions because he wants to let that ball fly. We saw that in like the first couple games when he was back there. And when he's on, he's on. If you notice that, when he's on, he's on. And to get him on more often, you got to get him some dudes. They got him a dude. They're doing whatever they can. This is doing whatever you can here. You got DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley. You're doing whatever you can. I get it. It's not like 5 years ago, these two guys. But you're doing the best that you can. You also got Tyler Boyd there. You got some vets there to help bring along this rookie quarterback. This is really going to help this team take a step forward this year in 2024 with the rookie quarterback. Will Levis has some weapons here. Calvin Ridley's still good. He's still sharp on the breaks. He's still sharp on the cuts. As long as he's healthy on the field, we should expect that. Veteran wide receiver that's just really going to just beat out DBs, get those yards, get that separation, be an easy target for a guy like Will Levis. Smooth things over for him. DeAndre Hopkins doing that too. DeAndre Hopkins wins all over the field. Who you going to cover here? Who you going to double up on? Because you really can't. One's going to figure it out. One's going to be open. Will Levis, if he's good on the pre-snap, he's going to be good to go with whatever option he's got because in the slot, he's also got Tyler Boyd. So what are you going to do? And then if Treylon Burks takes a step forward, that is the X factor for this offense, really. Because Treylon Burks has been dealing with injuries throughout his career, and you could call him a bust, that's fair to say. But also, too, what if we get a run of time where he's not hurt, and we see that size-adjusted athleticism, and it does not have to be on par with your top veterans. It could be on par of running drag routes, getting yards after the catch. And I'm talking to help this Titans team. For fantasy, you're not really looking at that. But what if drag routes, you got these guys on the outside, you got Tyler Boyd also. He's healthy enough. He's getting it done there. That could be a nasty situation right now for the Titans. That could be nasty. If Will Levis takes a step forward, these veterans are doing what they're doing and staying healthy. That's another X factor to look at because they're older. And then Treylon Burks takes a step forward. And I mean take a step forward as actually being on the field, being healthy, using that speed, that size-adjusted athleticism with these vets, being able to run some drag routes and then really help this offense ignite because that could happen. So there's a lot of things that need to happen that if one doesn't, that could impact a lot of things. But if that happens, the biggest one is Will Levis is taking a step forward because the vets are going to be good. And the health thing, they can't really control that. And Treylon Burks, it's nice, but it's not the biggest thing of the thing we talked about. Will Levis taking a step forward is really going to ignite everything. I think Calvin Ridley is a good dart throw in this offense. I think he's a cheap play in fantasy. No matter how you shake it, he's going to be cheap in Dynasty. He's on the Titans. He's older. He's been an afterthought. Nobody's really talking about him. And Will Levis will have these games where he pushes it downfield. We'll know that. He's aggressive. Same with DeAndre Hopkins. They're both cheaper assets. And they may be more for splash weeks than consistent production. They may not look great points per game at the end of the year, but they may have enough splash games where it's like, it was all right. Maybe great for best ball. Maybe not. They might throw it a little bit more because they don't have Derrick Henry anymore. They don't have it. They may have to rely a little bit more on the passing game. They might have to do that. And they got the weapons to do that now. So they might be thinking of that. And they might be in that position too if Will Levis has some rookie blues here and there with a couple interceptions here and there. And they got to throw it more in the back half of games. That might be happening too. So the game scripts might be changing as well. And you might see these wide receivers getting used a little bit more. You might see more of them on the field. That being said, you got to pay attention to this team. It could be a sneaky offense. It could be a sneaky play. The downside is there, but we know that, so why focus on that? Because it's always going to be there. But the upside is larger than what you think because we have some good vets. We have a developmental quarterback who's taking some steps forward. We got to see what he does in 2024. We're going to look at his clips too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.